Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Is everybody with us?
2.0.
Yes, very good. So I'm going to be fast, but there's still really a few messages that I wanted to pass on. So it's really a pleasure to be here with all the distinguished guests. And I have a full list with names from PS to Commissioner of Labor, CEO of PSFU, but also really my day-to-day partners, Ruth and John, because they are the project coordinators, and that means a lot of work and a lot of work with me on the phone and meetings and trying to make things work to really accelerate growth in every aspect. I also have a master in mass media communication and journalism, yeah. But then someone told me, you know what? You're never gonna get money. You better go and do master in business and then go to the World Bank. So here I am today, but still with a big heart, or maybe securing my next position in the media area. So thank you very much. I just to say also, I understand your job, and although I cannot say I was a trained journalist or I've been in the business like Mr. Stephen. So about 8 months ago exactly, I think tomorrow is the 26th of April, so on August 26th we were here in the bigger room, and that's where we launched the Growing Financing Facility, and that's where my life changed. I think all of your lives changed, because we really had great attendance, great media coverage, but also great demands, because as PS just explained, there was a lot of expectations on the grow loans, and that really gave a lot of spotlight, put grow under a big spotlight, and with it the importance on having a good communication and information strategy. So in September, we at World Bank conducted what we call implementation support mission, which we carry every 6 months to accompany the government in the implementation of the project. And one of the key points, key challenges at that point was a good communication and information strategy. A month later, cabinet directives came out asking the project, which means Ministry, PSFU, but also us. I think we're all partners in this, to have a good communication and information strategy. And so we realized that the importance of that, especially as there was a lot of media coverage going on, and sometimes not with correct information. But a good communication and information strategy doesn't come overnight. It took us some time to gather a team, but also to work together as a team, to prepare material, to go out with TV, with the Q&As, we frequently ask questions, with the radio, and a lot of work. And while we did that, we realized, of course, the importance of engaging with you, with the counterparts, with those the journalists and the media outlets, to really make you part of the project and to understand how it works, and so we can actually really grow together. So today is very important because it's the first time I think we are doing this in a very joint way. At some point we were thinking PSFU should do a media training, the ministry should do a media training, the bank should do a media training, and we said no, let's do it all together. And for this I really want to thank the team. So I'm going to start with Odira, who's out there. Odira is the communication specialist at the Ministry of Gender. Then we have Madame Diana at PSFU. Thank you. And then we have Madame Sofia, which is at the bank, but also spends a lot of time with that. And then we have another person online, which I don't know if she's seeing me, I hope so. Her name is Vidya, and she's working from far away, but she's also been very, very present, and I think has contributed a lot in the past few months. So thank you. But also I really wanted to thank Madame Minister in her capacity, she was here, but also UPS, and also Alex and John, Stephen, Ruth. You've all been out there many, many times in the past months, facing questions, whether it's MPs, whether it's the media. I've seen some of the journalists, sometimes they ask you questions, oh my God, it seems that GROW needs to resolve all the problems of Uganda in one go. it's grow. It's like youth employment, it's grow. So it's not. And I really want to commend you because you've been out there, you've been challenged, but you've been really engaged. So thank you. So let me, and also, there've been a lot. It's been a lot of work. We have done, I think, in the past months, at least 1 or 2 events or discussions every month. And here's the link of today. One of my favorite events that we have had recently was actually not in Uganda, but it was in the United States. We participated to a high-level discussion in New York at the Committee for Women's Status, CSW, which happens every year, where not only GROW, but other projects from Liberia, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, Tanzania, Zanzibar, and I think, and Nigeria. Forgetting my sisters in Nigeria. They came together with similar projects, and we had a high level discussion with ministries, with beneficiaries, and it was really clear how women economic empowerment is really a challenge, but is also bringing some results to different countries. And that was also for us very good to see how, none of the World Bank people were there. This all came because you were there and you made it a success. And from this, there are some benefits also in having exchanges and checking on challenges and opportunities which we're all facing, and not just in East, but also in the West Africa and together. So why I mentioned the event in New York? Because it's linked to today. In New York, they talked about projects that embody our collective vision for women economic empowerment. I have to switch with a bit of bank language now. And the joint efforts that we all build together to have inclusive, resilient, and thriving economies that invest in women. And one of the highlights was, investing in women is not just about doing something good or having good policies, but it's really about smart economics. When you invest in a woman, you invest in a village, you invest in a community, and you invest in everybody. So it's very, very important. Projects like GROW, through access to finance, access to common user and production facilities, trainings, but also policy work. We haven't mentioned today so far. GROW has been doing really good policy work on the child care perspective. That we have realized that there's not really a strong policy child care from 0 to 3, so women end up carrying their kids, putting it under the stall in the market. And so GROW, and this I really need to thank Ministry, but also PSFU, they've done a very good analysis, and we are trying with GROW to have some child care facilities in different parts of the countries. It's starting soon. But we are trying with 3 pilots, but it's gonna kick out. So, as part of the World Bank, I cannot be more proud to support this work and in close partnership with all of you, but Ministry and PSFU and foremost. Across the countries we work in, we have seen that when women succeed in business, the effects are far-reaching, jobs are created, household income rise, and local economy grow. GROW is helping to bring all of this together and to life here in Uganda. So today's event really carries a particular significance because the media plays a very powerful role in shaping public understanding about inclusive progress and smart economics. So it's not just about GROW. What you will see in the training is also some understanding of how women economic empowerment is presented and how it should be approached. You will hear more in the following sessions about the scale of GROW project, the early results, the stories emerging from the field, and of course the challenges. But what matters just as much is how the stories are told and what there is there in terms of having a crucial role for the media. Your reporting brings this work to life. It connects policies to people and progress to purpose. When you shine a light on the dreams, challenges, and contribution of women entrepreneurs, you are helping shape a development narrative that is inclusive, grounded, and built for lasting change. Together we can ensure, or try to ensure, that every woman entrepreneur has the chance to grow their business, and in doing so to help Uganda grow stronger, fairer, and more inclusive. So I'm going to close with a little bit of a metaphor. And there is a saying that says, as the rising tide lifts all boats. And this is a good saying, but it reminded me of what President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf from Liberia, who I had the pleasure to work for, used to say. And she used to say that together, we all need to row on the same boat. And if you're not here to row in the same directions, you better get off the boat now. So she used to keep us all in shape and really trying to go to the same objective. So when women move forward, the communities follow, and when we support that momentum, everyone benefits. So thank you very much for being here today. I think I mark the transition from initial speeches to the first of the training session, which I hope everybody will attend, including PS. If you can still spare a few minutes. No, I saw you wanted to go. Anyway, thank you very much.